packed, but I think it'll be worth it.
Okay, guys.
A couple special edition cookies that I'm really excited to try.
Hello. Welcome to Saturday Night Threads. Hello again. My name's Emma. I'm just trying to fix, the camera because I'm right here, but I feel like you can't really see the table. And if I push you way out there, that I feel like you're so. I'm trying not to drop this. You're so far. Okay, I guess this is gonna have to work. Okay, so I am trying to finish. Let me put this on pause. Trying to finish my crochet granny square, my sunflower granny square crochet throw. And so let me just charging my radio. So it's right here. And I hope I have enough. I hope I have enough string, cause I'm just gonna try to do you guys like this. I just have no way to position you guys. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this instead. So instead of me sitting on the bed, I'm just gonna come out here. I think this is better. Okay. Alright, now I just feel like you guys are way. Okay, this is better. Okay, so as you can see, I've already got all of it, most of it done. Okay. And what I was doing, this started curling up because I'm making the scallop edges. Let me see if I could just. So I'm doing the scallop edges all around. Now, what I wanted to do first, I wanted to do what was it? I wanted to do white at first, because if you can see, I have white. I have the white back there, which I screwed up. I know I should have watched some tutorials. I even told you guys, before you jump into anything, watch some tutorials so you can get an idea. And that's when I was making the hearts for Valentine's Day. And you think I would listen to myself, right? No. So I was like, so then I ended up putting the squares, started adding the squares, but I just had so much white that I didn't want to, oh, my battery is running low. Let's hope we can do this without it shutting off on me. So much white that I didn't want to waste green because I didn't have that much green. So I said, okay, I'll just use the white, to, put all the strips together. So then I said, okay, well then I'll, instead of doing, because I didn't like the idea of doing the white. I think it was going to look like really tacky. And I said, nah, I'm not going to I don't want to do the white. It's just going to look weird. So I said, you know what? I'll do green. But then I noticed that I didn't have enough green. So I even went to Walmart to see if I could buy green, and they didn't have it. So right now I'm going into every third stitch, like this 1, 2, and 3, and I'm just going to do double crochets in every third stitch, and it's just going to be 6 of them, and that's all I'm doing to make the shell. It's just, you're not doing like a half a stitch or a triple stitch. They're just all double crochet stitches, and all you're doing is making 6 of them, and that makes the shell. And there it is. So in every third stitch, I just keep going, and it'll once you get into the other stitch, it just pulls it. Oh no, wait, I did that wrong. You have to do a slip stitch. You have to do a slip stitch in the next one. Okay, do a slip stitch, and then you go to the third stitch. I forgot about that slip stitch. And then it just pulls it. It just pulls that shell. It just pulls that shell down. And again, I always pull my thread from the inside. So we have, hold on, I don't know what I did here. I made a mistake here. Yes, I did. So, let me get my hand around this thing. It's up there. Okay, so you're going into every third stitch. Oh, I see. Okay, I had it right. It's that little tail that's hanging. I kept thinking I was in the wrong hole. It's messing with my vision. 4, 5, 6, and then I go to the next one, the next stitch, do a slip stitch, it pulls it down, and then I go to another one. Now this one's going to be tricky because it's like in between 2 blocks, but the same concept. You just gotta work in that same hole. 4, 5, and 6. Go to the next stitch, or I say the second stitch, slip stitch, and then go to the third stitch. And you just keep doing double crochets, 6 double crochets in that single stitch. I have a thread that I'll pull it out later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Slip stitch. 1, 2, 3. Go to the third. And 6. 6 double crochets.
Games frequently mentioned on the web.
Now I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish all the way around with this. If not, I'm going to end up using another color Might be a little bit darker, but that's okay. It's just for the house. So it's not like, you know, I'm selling it or anything like that. It's just for me. I just wanted it for the fall. Two, three. How much do I have here? I think I lost count. 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, so now I'm already at 1. I already finished one row. Just one side, actually. Now I'm gonna go and I'm doing the top. Well, it would be considered the top. Okay, it's kind of hard to try and maneuver this thing so I can go across. Alright, I'm just going to have to do it like this. So now I'm going this way. And it's a circle, so I wonder, see, here I go again. I didn't think about it. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. I'm just going to go in one, slip stitch, and go in a third, go into the third one, because it's a corner. So I'm not even going to worry about it. It's just going to have to do. Four, 5, and 6. I guess that works. Slip stitch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So it came out okay. And so that was the corner. So it came out all right. So I'm pretty happy with the way it looked. For the corner anyway. So it came out good. Let's just hope the other corner works out as well. Anyway, so I have been, I don't know, I have been keeping up with these cases. I don't know if you heard of the Carlee Russell case. I've been keeping up with that. You know, she was the girl that faked her kidnapping. And that was messed up, you know, because it is true. A lot of people were like, they wanted her to get arrested. They wanted charges against her because, you know, doing that took a lot of manpower to try to find her. And everybody was like really scared that something did happen to her. And then her making up the story about there was a baby in a diaper and a little white shirt. And there wasn't. There was no baby. So, you know, to fake a kidnapping and then you're throwing in saying that there was a baby involved, but yet there was no baby. It's like, you know, we're over here thinking the worst. And she was fine the whole time. But I was watching this one guy, and he, JC something, he was like trying to help to investigate. And he was watching, I don't know what it was. I think it was a recap or the charges that were being brought against her, because she was charged eventually. He made me laugh because he was eating, like, you know how you're watching something and you're eating popcorn? He made me laugh because he was eating a box of Cheez-Its. I was like, this guy is funny. I was like, oh my God. But you know, I don't know. And then I guess the parents, you know, if the parents weren't involved or if they weren't involved, we don't know that yet. So it's just, I don't know. And then her mugshot was like she was like in a black shirt or top, and then her hair was beautifully combed, and she was and she had a smile on her face, and they were like, what the heck, you know? And she had to look good for the mugshot, right? I was like, oh my God. So that's one case that I can only watch so much of it because it's all the same thing until they have the court date. I don't know when hers is, so I don't know. I have to look into it. The other one is Alexi Treviso, the one who she apparently threw her baby in the trash at the hospital. Oh my God, that was messed up. I mean, that one's a doozy because it happened under where she should have been taken care of, you know. It happened right under the hospital's nose. And that was like, oh man, everybody is being questioned. I'm pretty sure they're going to be questioned again. Now her court date is October 15th or September 15th. And then there's another one in October. So, yeah, and there was just so much involved. You know, her saying that, you know, the baby wasn't crying, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, not all babies cry the second they're born, you know. Remember back in the day, you had to whip their little behinds to make the air come out so they can open their lungs. That's when they used to cry. And I don't know. And then she apparently she flushed the placenta down the toilet. I don't know. I got a feeling she tried to flush that baby too. The baby probably didn't fit. And that's probably why she threw it in the trash. And she tried to hide it on top of that. But I got a feeling she tried to flush that baby. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. But then the mom was like, had no regard for her grandchild. It was more, it was all about the charges and what's going to happen to her daughter. And, you know, I don't know. There was just a weird, you know, her character was really weird. But you cannot tell me that, you know, she didn't know she was pregnant or the mom didn't know that she was pregnant. Like, nobody knew she was pregnant. Yeah, right. Try to sell that one. And then she went to her prom, and there's just so much involved in that case that we're going to hear a lot of what, you know, and what's going to happen. The whole situation is sad. I mean, I kind of don't blame her. She is young. You know, I'm not trying to condone what she did. But you're on this earth long enough to know that what you try to do, what you did, what you try to do was wrong. She could have called for help, and like the doctor said, the surgeon or whatever, she didn't give him a chance to try to save the baby. And I get it. She was probably scared, and then the whole thing about her ripping the umbilical cord. You know, I mean, like the nurse said, they think that she twisted it and ripped it. So, I mean, I don't know what I would do. I mean, that thing is slimy as hell. You know, can you imagine something like that coming out of your body and you just like, grab it and, oh God, just the thought of it, you know, just the thought of it. But she did it, you know, so we'll see how all that is going to play out. I really do feel sorry for her though. And maybe she really was scared of her mom, you know. But again, she was an adult. If she would have been, 17 years old or 18, I don't think they would charge her as an adult. I'm not sure. But because she crossed that threshold and she's 19, she could be 20 by now. I don't know when her birthday is. She couldn't, everything that you see on film these days, you should have asked for help. She could have at least done that.
Grandma?
She didn't have to. What? You need to get through?
No, it's just that.
Okay, you're gonna sit down. Don't talk to me in a little bit. You made me forget what I was saying. Yeah, she could have gotten help. She could have done or said something. Even if she didn't want the baby, she could have kept, gave it up for adoption, or, especially if the mom didn't want to keep the baby, which usually Latin people will keep the baby, they will. They're not gonna. I'm pretty sure they would have kept it, but the whole situation is just crazy. And we'll see what happens. So, 2, 4, 5, 6. I don't think I'm going to finish this today. I wanted to, but maybe next week. Maybe I'll be finished next week finally. Because I really want to get on those cozy holders. Especially for my bowls, because my bowls are always hot when I take them out of the microwave. And I really need those cozy holders. So I really want to get, started on those. And then I seen this one lady, she was making these little zipper, like, cosmetic bags. And I was like, ooh, be careful. I want to do that too. So that'll probably be my next project. After the cozy holders. And of course I do want to get into quilting, so yeah, I really want to do that. The other thing that I've been watching lately, I don't know why I've been becoming nostalgic, and I've been watching a lot of stuff from, the 1970s, the 1980s, all that. And it just threw me back in time where, you used to, I remember when I used to want to have a bike with the banana seat, and how they talked about, like, they never used to have, they had seat belts in cars, but no one ever really used them. And so many nostalgic items that just was taking me back. Even when I used to watch, what was that show from Charlie's Angels? I used to watch Charlie's Angels like you wouldn't believe. And my best one, I like Farrah Fawcett, but Jacqueline Smith was my like the one I used to admire. I did like Kate Jackson too, because she came out in The Rookies. And then she went to Charlie's Angels. I did like The Rookies too. No, was it The Rookies? I think it was The Rookies, or was it something else? Because she was a detective in that one too, her and her husband. Okay, I don't think I'm going to finish this today, unfortunately. I'm already 24 minutes in, and usually on cameras, I don't know on cameras, but I know on my other camera I only had like 29 minutes. So, okay, so I'll probably, for sure, be done with this next week. And I'm going to get started on my cozy bowls. So, I'm not going to have my sewing machine here, though. I'm going to have to do it in the kitchen. Okay, guys, so like a fish in the sea, so glad you caught me. And we will catch you in my next video, which I'm not sure which day that is. Maybe tomorrow or Tea Time Tuesday. Bye.